honest.
Just because we don't have dick and balls.
Just because. I just wanted to cover also, I mean, this is also, I don't know if this is on the theme or anything, but I just wanted to let you, like, it's such a big thing that's happening in Iran right now. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you heard about the woman that got...
No, tell me about it.
About September 16th, I think, just a couple weeks back.
No, tell me. I'm like in my... Honestly, please don't judge me, but I'm like in my own world and stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
So sometimes I don't...
Happen in the news
But when I hear like, you know, on YouTube, sometimes it runs into like news and I just let it run. Catch me up. But what happened?
Well, basically... What happened was that I want to say, make sure I say her name right, Masa Amini. Mm-hmm. That's she's a 22-year-old woman, and she was visiting her family in Iran. Mm-hmm. And you know, right in Iran, it's mandatory to wear hijabs.
Yes.
So she basically was wearing a hijab, but according to the morality police, that they have people just going around making sure that people are wearing the hijabs and doing moral things.
Yeah.
They saw her and they said, "You're not wearing it correctly. You're showing too much hair."
Oh my God.
They take her away from her brother. She's with her brother. They take her away and they separate from her brother. And her brother's like trying to find her, like, because they put her in the van. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. And they take her to the center where, where they detain her and stuff like that. But according to the women that were in the van, I don't know what exact details or what happened, but supposedly they beat her in the van while she was in the car.
Is that moral? Like, I didn't say boring to your story. I'm saying boring to these rules.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. And you're beating this woman?
Yeah,
like,
she got beaten and to the point where she was in a coma after that for 3 days.
So it wasn't like...
No,
like
it was a full-on beating.
Oh my God.
Like to her head and everything. And there's like footage of her collapsing when she's at the detainment center, and they take her to the hospital, and she's in a coma for 3 days, and she dies. She passes away.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. And the thing is, because of her death, all of these women, including men too, have just stir up like an outrage of like, how can you like kill somebody for not wearing her job correctly?
I know.
Even if it was right, like incorrectly wearing it, like this whole mandatory hijab thing is like, to wear it like is ridiculous.
Yeah, women should wear it because they're proud and they want to wear it.
Yeah, if they want to wear it, it's a choice. It should be a choice.
Yeah, and it's beautiful like that. It's just like their pride. They're proud of who they are, and
that's how they want to express themselves. That's how they want to.
Totally fine.
Yeah, but if you don't want to wear it, that's okay too.
Yeah. But the fear around this whole thing about being so strict and like and just putting the fear in people.
Yeah.
And killing people, that's just...
So now there's protests, women taking off their hijabs, burning it.
This is revolution.
They're burning it. They're burning the hijabs.
Holy
Women
cow.
are cutting their hair. And just on TikTok, they've cut their hair. On social media platforms, they cut their hair. And they're just like, this is for her. This is for us. This is like, enough is enough.
Because it can happen to anyone there.
No, before they took over, it was like, I forget what year it was, but before...
Is this the Taliban?
No, it was, I don't know what exact
group
extremist group that took over, but it's a very conservative group. And the leader is like a very conservative guy.
It's weird. It's like when I also see cult stuff, they're all like very conservative, but they're all like fucking kids and like have 30 wives.
Yeah,
we're conservative.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not the freaks. You guys are. You guys are going to hell. I'm like, okay.
It is
daughter fucker.
Seriously, like it's just like it's gone to a point where now the leader, the guy, he's in hiding at the moment. And there's the morality police that has been like, you know, that works on the side of the leader, the conservative leader, and they've been like trying to fight the protesters. But the army, the people like that, you know, the army has actually announced basically in Iran that they support the people. So they support, they're
That's
fighting
awesome.
for the people. That's what I heard recently.
Yeah.
The most recent news. And I think it's the same leader. He's supposed to be interviewed by somebody in America or something like that. They want to interview him and see how, you know, about what's going on and everything. And he's already running late at that point to the interview. And it's a woman that's interviewing him. I forgot the reporter's name or the journalist's name, the one that's interviewing him.
Is it from reporter from Europe or U.S.?
Forgot. I think it's from U.S. I want to say it's from U.S., but I'm not 100% sure. But, you know, she doesn't wear a hijab.
Yeah.
And, but the leader was like saying like, I'll only do the interview if she wears a hijab. She has to wear it.
Wow, so forceful.
And he's already running late.
Yeah.
Homie's already running late to the interview. And she's like, no, I'm not going to wear a hijab.
Yeah.
He's like, then I'm not coming. And so the whole interview was canceled and everything because he didn't want to show.
Such a forceful.
But for her to stand up and saying like, no.
Yeah, that's scary because you can get shot.
Well, yeah, and also, you know, there's a lot of pressure because you want to get the story. You
Yeah.
You want to hear from him. Your job is kind of on the line.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but she's like, no. It's like her integrity was like, no, I'm not gonna, no. So yeah, that's what's going on. A lot of protests have been going on, and you know, a lot of women and men have been beaten and died.
Yeah, I do not believe every man in that country is the same way. No way.
No.
There's no way. It's just, you know, because like some people might get the idea like it's all of them. No, I don't believe that.
No, they're standing with the women.
Yeah,
I think majority of the people are tired of this very conservative leadership. And you know, before they took over, you saw pictures of when there was no mandatory hijab to wear it, and they're just in bathing suits. They're like, you know, wearing like their hair is free in the wind, and there's photos of all these women just like smiling and everything. And you know, like again, I think it's whether you wear a hijab or not, like it should be just a matter of choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I just think it's tough. With like, you know, being a woman is the fact that, you know, we're told like you need to wear this, you can't wear that, or you need to wear this, or even recently, like, you know, the whole, you know, banning abortions and stuff, and like that's a woman's right over her body, and like, you're telling me I need to carry this non-viable fetus to turn, fetus, even though it's not the fetus is dead. You hear these stories about these women have to still carry this fetus, and then she ends up dying, and it's like, you know, like,
where's the logic in that?
Where's
the logic?
Are you really pro-life? You know, everyone's saying if you're really pro-life, you would provide better childcare, better education, childcare for the parent, and offer like a better maternity leave for the father and for the mom, just like all these things. So I just think it's like just women just have to deal with a lot, and you know, we're in the 21st century, but yet we're still like, you know, it took us a couple steps backward, unfortunately, when the whole like banning abortions and stuff like that. I'm so glad we live in California in that way.
Oh my God, I am so thankful.
It's expensive. California's expensive to live in, but I'm so glad that we are standing our ground and like, and progressive in that way. And just even, did you hear recently Gavin Newsom signed this bill to ban the whole pink tax? Have you heard of pink tax?
No.
Pink tax is basically...
Wait, let me turn off the fan real quick.
No, remember you said the fan was...
Is it fine in your ears?
I mean,
in your headphones? It is fine, as long as it's okay.
When I heard... You told me that was fine, remember?
Put it on, like, low, I think. I had it on 1. This is, like, at 3.
Okay. I mean, I can't tell.
For a second.
Yeah.
Let me right there.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It's okay.
Yes. Tell me about the pink tax.
Yeah, so it's like a phenomenon where basically people have recently, not recently, but it's been going on for quite some time that people notice that women, products that are geared towards women, that are marketed towards women, tend to cost more than for men for the same exact product.
I have noticed that.
Just because it's pink.
What?
Just because it's pink, they call it just because it's pink, just because it's geared towards women.
Yeah.
So like a shaver for a woman
It's more expensive.
is more
I've
expensive
noticed.
than a guy's razor.
Yeah, because that's why I sometimes buy men's razors.
Yes, Liz. Then they call that the pink tax.
What the fuck?
So Gavin Newsom, the governor, basically was like, no, we're not going to charge women more for having, for it being pink or it being geared towards women. That women shouldn't have to pay more for the same exact product. So he just signed a bill.
This is what Joseph was talking about. He was like, a lot of people, like conservatives, don't like Gavin Newsom. They'll have like protests, like sign for Gavin Newsom. He's partying and stuff, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, Gavin Newsom, like he's partying all the time, but like Joseph's like, oh no, but he is like he has done a lot of good things, like for the environment, and this is like another thing is like this pink tax.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
I mean, it was like, this whole
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm
I'm
happy with that. I'm like, oh, that's
I don't know where his heart is. I don't know him.
Yeah.
But like, I appreciate that. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So we get paid less most of the time, less than men, and we have to spend more on buying products.
Exactly.
What is that trying to do?
Yeah.
Like, is that trying to empower the women? Like, they're trying to keep us controlled?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dun dun dun.
Just taking advantage of it's for women, so like we'll pay a little more for their product.
Just because we don't have dick and balls.
Just because.
Just because.